guys, I'm Chizzy and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, you are welcome, and if you've been coming before, love you so much. So today we're going to be doing a full leg workout. Today we're going to be hitting our quads, our glutes, our hamstrings. It's going to be an overall full leg day, and it's basically for one of those days where you don't feel like splitting out your quads, versus your glute workouts. So this is going to get everything in one day, and I assure you we're going to get a very good pump. I will also be walking you through some tips and tricks I use whenever I do my leg workouts, and I will be leaving a workout guide here so you can screenshot this and take it over to the gym for your next workouts. So yeah, let's get into the workout. Hey guys, so as always, before we start doing any exercise, we want to make sure we warm up, and we do this to make sure our muscles are ready for the workout, but also to prevent injury. That's a very big part of it. So right now I'm just doing some dynamic stretches, and when I say dynamic, I mean I'm not stretching in one position. I'm not holding it. As you can see, I'm going up and then going down. Some of the ones you see me doing here are like my favorites. I love doing a good lunge, making sure to stretch out my quads and then stretch out my hamstrings. We also want to make sure our hips are very much open. So for these, I'll just recommend that you do a couple reps and just make sure that you're feeling all nice and ready to lift some heavy weights, because we're about to get in. All right, so we're starting out with the back squats, and I will call this the most essential compound exercise. And when I say compound exercise, I just mean it works multiple groups at the same time. So the back squats are really good for your quads. They're also very good for your glutes, and they work your core very much as well. So for these, we're going to be doing 4 sets. We're going to start off with 10 reps, move down to 8 reps, then we move down to 6 reps and end with 6 reps as well. Now, a tip for my girls out there, because I know most of us are definitely trying to work on our glutes. Like, yeah, we're trying to get it look juicy. So my tip with the back squats would be, if you're trying to get some glute action in there, try to go low so that whenever you're coming up, you're actually engaging your glutes. But like I said, the squat, works glutes, quads, everything. So you're definitely getting a full leg workout from this either way. Another tip I have would be, whenever you're squatting, make sure you brace your core before you start going down and moving up, because you want to make sure that you're not going to injure your back. Basically, by bracing your core, you're keeping everything tight and you're preventing injury. Just remember, whenever we're doing these exercises, the goal is to progressively increase the amount of weight we're lifting so that our muscles can actually grow. And for you to start going up in weight, you want to make sure your form is good, because when you start adding weights, that could lead to injury. So just wanted to put that out there. Make sure you take care of your back and brace your core. Okay, so I'm doing my second set now, and we're gonna be doing 8, like I said. And for your reference, just make sure you grab a screenshot of the workout guide at the end, so you know exactly how many reps and sets you need whenever you go to the gym. So that'll just be like your guide. But yeah, back to bracing your core. A good tip, and this is what actually helps me, and actually people who lift weights a lot. So before you go down, breathe into your stomach and let the air expand your stomach. Hold it, squat down, and then whenever you come up, you exhale. So the cue is breathe before you go in, hold that breath, go down, come back up, and exhale. Take your time with it. You don't need to rush it, but that's a very good way to make sure that your back is good and tight. Guys, I don't know what's going on today, but my third set is not moving as easy as I thought it would. This used to be so easy for me. And that's the thing, like, with maintaining consistency, because I feel like if you take a little break sometimes, you have to start like building back your strength. And there's nothing wrong with that as long as you keep coming back. But yeah, it's definitely like more of a struggle than it usually is. And I'm actually curious, you guys let me know your favorite leg workouts in the comments. I want to see what everybody enjoys I know mine. I always do squats whenever I do my workouts, most times, because it's just like that's quintessential exercise. But then I would say RDLs are like my favorite for growing my glutes, and I also like deadlifts, but I don't do them as often. But yeah, you guys let me know. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Guys, let me show you my new hack. So this is probably the most useless gym hack ever. Well, I just finished doing back squats and I'm about to move into conventional deadlifts. And I don't feel like removing all the plates. So what I just did was, take out the excess ones and then I squat that down to the safety thing down there. So that way I just save myself a couple steps. But make sure you're squatting weights that would not break your neck. Oh, be careful with this. So yeah, we're moving on to conventional deadlifts. And like I said, this is a great exercise for your overall legs and even your core and your back. I'll say my biggest tip for the conventional deadlifts would be to drop and reset every time before you pick up the weight. So as you can see, I drop the weight down, I reset my back, and then I pick it back up. And this differs from the RDLs because the RDLs you never really like get the weight down to the ground. So just take note of that. Also, for this exercise, we're going to be doing 4 sets. So the first one would be 10 reps, the second one would be 8 reps, third one would be 6 reps, and the fourth one would be 4 reps. So we're just building up, increasing the weights as we go on, but we're decreasing the reps just to make sure we're able to maximize our strength and muscle building capacity. Okay, so now I'm showing from a different angle. Now watch how I bend my knee before I come back up. So I drop, bend my knee, reset my back, and come back up. And when I bend my knee, what that's doing is using my leg to lift the weight. So you're using your arms to hold this weights, but honestly, your legs are doing the work. And also your back is, very much engaged as well. But just make sure that your legs are doing the work and you're not actually pulling the bar. If you were pulling the bar, you will notice this because your back would start to round, and that's not what we want. We want a kind of flat back and, make sure to brace your core. All right, so moving on to my third set. And as you can see, like I said, we go up in weights as we move on with the sets. So just make sure you're incrementally adding some weight and challenging yourself as the reps get lower. But again, take notes of the bend in your knee. I feel like it's more pronounced whenever I get heavier because then I'm actually kind of challenging myself a little bit. I don't know, does anyone relate to this? When you get heavier, it's like you have to take more time to reset yourself before you move. Also, I feel like the RDL gets most of the love, but guys, conventional deadlifts, if you want those juicy, toned, strong legs that you see on people, especially nice, juicy quads and glutes, trust me, this is the one for you. Like, I'm gonna start doing this more because it really be getting the job done. But yeah, after this, we're going to move on to our next exercise, and that's one of my favorites. It's become one of my favorites, and that's going to be sumo dumbbell squats. So guys, whenever you hear sumo in regards to workouts, all it means is that you're taking a wider stance. So as you can see, I'm squatting, but my legs are wider than you would have on a conventional squat. So just wanted to note that there. So for this one, you want to grab a heavy dumbbell. I don't want anybody using a 20-pound dumbbell. Like, that's not going to do anything with this exercise. So just make sure you grab something that you can handle, but it's challenging enough, and you are going to get in a wider stance, and that's how you set up for this exercise. All right, so get in your wide stance and pick up your dumbbell. Again, protect your back. And so now we're just gonna start squatting. Now, if you're doing this right, whenever you go down and you try to come back up, you're going to feel like your glutes are doing the work. Guys, there's no way to cheat this one if you do it properly. When you squat, make sure you keep your back kind of upward. Don't lean too forward, because when you keep it upright, that's where like your glutes are really working to come back up. And trust me, you're going to feel it every time you try to come back up. If you're not feeling it, try to maybe go up in weight a little bit and see how that feels for you. But yeah, for this exercise, we're going to be doing 4 sets of 10 reps in total. And I really, really love this one. Highly recommended. All right, on to our fourth exercise. We are going to be doing some walking lunges. So for this one, you can use a bunch of different things. Right now, I'm using the preloaded barbells. You could also use dumbbells. You could use kettlebells, whatever you have around you. But for this one, since I'm using the barbell, I just put that on my back. And all we're going to do basically is walk. So you're just walking. Should be easy enough, right? So overall for this workout, we're going to be doing 4 sets of 20 reps. So when I say 20 reps, I mean, 10 reps each leg. So 1, 2, 3, 4 as you alternate your legs. But yeah, I haven't spoken about the lunges much, but this is another great compound exercise because it targets a lot of muscle groups. So depending on how you perform this one, it could really focus on your quads or on your glutes, but either way you're gonna get love from all of them. But the way I perform it here right now, I'm mostly targeting my quads because I keep my body mostly upright. Now, I know a lot of people struggle with balance on this one. Guys, this is the solution. Whenever you walk, go out, you're kind of walking on the edges of train tracks. You're not walking on one line. It's whenever you try to put one leg in front of the other leg, that's when you lose your balance. So just take note, you're kind of look at my leg, move to the side, and then the other one moves to the side. So that's how you want to do it to avoid losing your balance. But yeah, guys, I'm curious, what kind of videos would you want me to post for y'all? Do you want to know more about nutrition or more workout videos, supplement videos, or do you want to see more about my lifestyle in general? Let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to make videos for you guys. We're almost at 1K subscribers and I feel like I have my little family here. So thank you guys so much for consistently watching my videos. If you're hearing this, I love you. So yeah, let's move on. This is our last exercise, thankfully. If you're taking this to the gym, I'm sure you're happy we're at the last one. But yeah, it doesn't mean it's the easiest one. We're going to be doing leg extensions for this one. So for leg extensions, you definitely need the leg extension machine if you're performing it this way. So hopefully your gym has this. I haven't been to a gym that doesn't have the leg extension machine, honestly. So leg extensions are pretty straightforward and I'll get into some tips later. But for this one, we're going to be doing 4 sets. However, it's going to be 4 sets of both your legs and then we're going to switch to 4 sets of single legs and it's going to be 10 reps each. So for example, for set 1, you're going to do 10 reps with both your legs. You're going to then drop the weights and then you're going to do 10 reps on each leg. This one is a burner, I'm not going to lie. So I usually try to do this as my last exercise whenever I'm doing my workout. But yeah, so a good tip for the leg extension, I think the main tip would be to make sure your back is tight before you come up. And for you to do that, just try to make sure you're resting on the backrest thingy and adjust everything properly to fit how your body, is shaped. So for example, I'm short, so I move the seat closer and then I put the leg thingy right there, right above my ankles. So everything is optimized for my body shape. So that way, all I have to do is focus on getting my leg up while keeping my back tight. And yeah, that's the end of the workouts. If you guys made it thus far, I assume you'll be doing this to the gym. I want to see you guys there. Do disappoint me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you learned something new and you gained some, tips and tricks on how to improve the exercises you're doing. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs up, share to your friends, and make sure to subscribe if you enjoy fitness and lifestyle content. And hopefully I will see you guys next time. Bye.